I'm doing dinner. Probably forget some stuff here. And I'm trying to get it done before Chris gets home, but that ain't happening. It's 5:47. I just got back from my shoulder MRI. So, yay. So we can find out what's going there. My eye's doing well. It has done quite well. Let's see. I need, oh no. I might leave that for Chris. I need cheese grated. Oh my gosh, I thought I had ready grated cheese. But I have this. I can use some, we'll see. We'll see. You know me, I don't like making big messes for Chris. So I have this heating. So I'm going to go ahead and put a tomato there. I'm going to put some onion there. I'm going to put, I got jalapeno. I took it out of the freezer, but I'm going to throw that there. I'm going to put this back in the fridge because it'd be easier for Chris to take care of that when he comes home for me. I've got to clean some guajillo chilies. Just trying to get a little color on these. Always makes the sauce taste a little better. Yeah. Roll them around a little bit. They're all going in the blender to make the sauce. There are easier ways to make enchilada sauce, but I'm not doing that today. I just felt like a little something extra. Oops. So, I'm going to do like 4 or 5, maybe 6 chilies. I'll maybe do 6 chilies here. How are y'all doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I need to put a little bit of garlic in that too. So, good to see everyone. Yes, food. We love food. Let's see if I can get some of these chilies a little bit toasty. I should have brought my bigger platter out. But, you know, I'm getting a little color on the onion already. But I can put a couple of those chilies in and get them roasting. Hello, hello. Good to see everyone. Hello, Alaya. Tanya, good to see you. I'm making an enchilada casserole. It's so much easier, except I'm making my sauce fresh. I didn't feel like getting canned stuff. So I'm kind of roasting my vegetables first. I got tomato, onion, jalapeno. We got some dried chilies in here, which I'll be processing in a momento. And then I'm going to make turkey because I buy these. I wanted a whole turkey. I usually buy whole turkeys throughout the year and, you know, save the meat. Freeze it. But right now it's hard to find turkeys. But I made these back in July. These are those turkey breasts. And sometimes you can find them on sale for like $9. So I've been doing that. I like turkey a lot. So I like buying, to save money, I like buying whole turkeys. But these turkey breasts will do. And I like buying whole, like half a ham. And, you know, I cut the ham into, I get the pre-sliced. And I take the slices and I refrigerate those. I mean, freeze. What do I do with them? I freeze slices in bags, like serving size, and then usually you're left with a lot of meat on and near the bone. So I'll leave that and kind of pull off chunks. I usually get a couple of chunks, and so I can make pots of beans for that with that. So, and it's way cheaper than buying. It's like $2 and change, almost maybe $3 a pound as opposed to buying boar's head meat, which is about $10 a pound. Maybe 7, I don't know. But all I know is it's way cheaper buying the half ham. And these days, you gotta save money where you can, but I've always done that. So, just, it's helpful. So, once I get these chilies toasted, it's not gonna take long. I can feel them. And then I'm going to start the water now because you have to soak them a bit. No, not burrito tacos. Enchilada casserole. Yeah, because by the time you do all this work to roll enchiladas or whatever, that's way too much work. I'd rather have a fresh sauce and some good, I don't know about good, they're regular corn tortillas. I'd rather have that than I'm just going to put those right there for now so I can put some other chilies in here to toast. I'm going to put my garlic in now. I got a couple cloves of garlic. So I'm kind of browning tomato. Got some toasted onion here. A little jalapeno from my garden in here. And just added the garlic. And it is fragrant. But an easier way to make your own homemade enchilada sauce is to just use a chicken bouillon and then add a lot, way more than you think you'll ever need, of chili powder. And that is a very easy method. And on that method, you just put the chili in first and toast it a little bit, get it very flavorful. And then you add your chicken bouillon. And you can make a really good enchilada sauce that way. I just wanted a little bit more oomph in mine, so that's why I'm making this sauce this way today. And then I have some seasonings I'll put in it. Cumin, bay leaf, oregano, like Mexican oregano. And I also probably will add a little bit of this chicken tomato bouillon, which I really, really like. But roasting these vegetables will give it a lot more depth to the flavor profile. So, all right. So I'm going to take these. And the tomatoes looking good. Take these out of here. We're smoking. I need this to start boiling. Oh, is that the right burner? Yes. Need this to start boiling so I can get those rest of those chilies toasted once I clean them up. The thing I don't like about doing fresh chilies is cleaning them. But I imagine that's everybody. This garlic's smelling good. So I do like this. And really the roasting the vegetables first is kind of what takes the longest and doing the thing. And I'm just going to make mine a really hearty because I want it to be kind of a meal in one. So I don't know, I'm going to probably put some refried beans in it as a layer. I'll probably put some, like I said, I'm using turkey meat in this. And I may throw some corn and stuff in here too. I don't know, probably corn. Let's see. All right. My chilies are done. I think my onion's done enough. And my jalapeno. It's pretty toasty. My garlic, I know, is done. So I got a nice little color on the garlic there. Whew, trying to grab it. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's kind of covered by the tongs. And it's slippery. All right, come on, garlic. Cooperate. All right, so we got a little color on it. Drop that. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Right, I'm gonna take the jalapeno off because I don't know if I'm gonna take the seeds off, but I will take I need to cut the stem off. And the tomato, it has enough color on it. But I'll be taking that out. Hey Kimbers, how's it going? Good to see you. How's it going? I haven't seen you alive in a while. Hope things are going well. I do. So, all right. So now I got that out of the way. I can start cleaning my, let me get my jalapeno in here. All right. Turn this off. I'm in a race against time. Chris is on his way home. I got a late start cooking today. Ew. I usually get these seeds everywhere. I tried to get the membranes out of my chilies too. Ooh, it's nice and crispy. You want to get the seeds out as well. Sometimes they like to get stuck in the pointy end. Or you can just cut them off. So these are guajillo peppers. Guillo. They're mild. They're not spicy. And you can get them in most stores. But I do like those. I have ancho. I also have some, what else do I have? Oh, there's a pepper seed. The pepper seeds will get bitter. That's why you want to try and take them out. The membranes can sometimes be a little bit of a pain. So I've got we got to soak this. So I've got my water going. So here's a guajillo pepper. And these are, I have some pasilla peppers as well. They're a lot bigger. And they have their stems on them still. And this is ancho chilies. And they all have different, these are a little more wrinkly looking. And then I also have some arbol chilies. So, and these are much smaller, also wrinkly. So, but this recipe, I just use the guajillo. You could add like an arbol or something. Arbol's a little bit more spicy. But since I have the jalapeno, I don't think I need to do that. I think we'll have enough spice as it is. These are cleaning up very nicely. shout out to Mrs. Hopkins. It's her birthday today. I hope she's doing well. I sent her a message. I hadn't heard from her. So, hopefully she's doing all right. All right. And you don't want to like wipe your eyes or anything after messing with these chilies. I said they're mild, but they're not mild when you have the oils on your hand and stick them in your eye. Alright, almost done. This is the part I dread. I don't like cleaning chilies so much. Double check, get some of that membrane out. Alright, last chili, and then they're going in the water. Kind of have to rehydrate them a little bit before we blend them. And then everything has to go through a strainer. So, I've been working on making a lot of freezer meals. Because hopefully I'll be traveling soon. And then my husband won't have to eat out at restaurants because he didn't cook. But I always tend to leave extra like freezer meals in like the freezer. And if I don't feel like cooking and they've been there a while, I'll start eating them. Chris will take them for lunch. But we try and eat at home as much as possible. Alright, I'm just going to tear some of these up so they fit in here a little better. Alright, now I got to take these seeds out of here. Alright, what's your favorite Mexican food? I like it all. It's hard, you know. I'm not a big pepper eater. Yeah, these are pretty mild. Oh, sorry, you're buffering. Could be me too. Shouldn't be. All right. Clean up my little mess here. Alright, then I'll put my dry ingredients in the blender. And the weather here has been so crazy. I think it's been more steady up north than it has been down here. We went from 100 and something to temperatures in the 60s. That was crazy. All right, I am going to add some of this chicken tomato bouillon. It's really odd. I really ended up really liking this bouillon a lot. Now, if I had any sense, which I don't today, I'm just trying to get dinner done before my husband gets home, I would have made extra sauce, but it's okay. We'll just have to deal with it. And I'm not really measuring. I can adjust the flavors later. I got some cumin in there. And a little more cumin, because we like cumin. Like I said, this is probably in traditional, but it's what I'm doing. Got some bay leaves. I'm going to add those whole in there. And I had never seen bay leaves added to cooking or sauces or anything whole like that. You know, I'm used to them being in soup or something and you bail them out. Yeah, in Mexican cooking, they use the whole bay leaf just in the sauces. I thought that was pretty cool. All right. I probably should have added a little more water to my chilies to rehydrate them. All right, I'm going to do this real quick. So I need a little sauce. I'm going to use some of this chili sauce for liquid. And I'm going to blend this. So cover your ears. Cover your ears. Let me look at the comments real quick. Hey, Mrs. Hopkins. You're welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, I sent you a couple texts on WhatsApp. I don't know if you're getting them. You can critique me, Martha. I know this isn't typical, but I roasted my jalapeno, onion, tomato. What else did I roast? Garlic in my iron pan, and now I'm just like trying to make a quick sauce here is what I'm trying to do. I've got my guajillo peppers rehydrating there. Oh, come on. Tried to break up that tomato and my dang tongs got stuck. See if I can mute this so I'm not killing y'all's ears. Oh. Start poll, Q&A. No. Oh, okay. Be that way. Oh, my. All right. So that's just the vegetables blended. I'm going to heat I've got a pan heating up. And then I'm going to blend the chilies. I'll merge them all together once I'm done. So I'm just kind of doing this in smaller batches for now. Went to lunch, making lunch for mom now. Oh, did you go to Panera? I know you really like Panera. All right, so. Oh, that smells so good. Just wish I had some like fresh cilantro. You'd think as a gardener that would happen, but it didn't. All right, I'm gonna throw my chilies in now. All right. Today was the first day I went anywhere since my surgery. It was good to get out and walk a little bit. And we'll find out if I get surgery again on my shoulder by tomorrow. I should know. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, my sauce is going everywhere now. Turn that down. Take that off for a minute. I gotta mute y'all again. Local burger. I'm dying for a burger. Wheezy's. That sounds like a place that would have really good burgers. But it's delicious. How's your mom doing, Mrs. Hopkins? All right. Peppers are grinded. Saying her hand and neck hurts. I don't know. Hand and neck. I've had hand and neck issues. It's when I had a neck issue. It didn't made my fingers numb, tingly, numb. Now with my shoulder issue that I have going on, my hand doesn't get numb. It feels like it weighs a ton sometimes, but we'll see. Now you got to strain out all those membranes, and because we're insane in the membrane and any of that hard skin. So I don't even know how long I've been on. What have we gotten done in 27 minutes? All right. Everything else kind of goes pretty fast once you get the sauce done. I've got the oven preheated. I need to put this sauce back on. And then next, fried beans, though. Because I don't feel like frying them and all that stuff. And since I have a lot of other flavors in here, I don't know. I may skip. I do have bacon grease though. So I don't know. Like I said, I want to make this kind of super filling because it's going to be, I want it to be an all-in-one kind of meal thing. So, all right. So I gotta probably do a little bit better job of cleaning this. But y'all will have to see how rich this sauce looks. I'm gonna put it in a clear container so you can see. It just looks so lovely. So look at this sauce. That is a beautiful enchilada sauce. Nice and dark. Yeah, I'm hoping to, I don't know though. At this point, I've been suffering long enough. I'm ready to get it done. I did physical therapy. You know, I did what insurance requires, and I've suffered through. I started shaking in the MRI because it was so uncomfortable and I was in so much pain. I'm gonna rinse this out and see if I can get some more of that sauce to come, some of those peppers to come through there. A little more. Yes, 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 yes. All right, I did. And I'm gonna double do it. All right. Pour this back in with the other. Ooh, the sauce is gonna be so good. All right. Mmm. It looks amazing, y'all. Okay. So there's our sauce. Now, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to, I think I'll just leave that for now. I'm going to put this on the back burner because we're about ready to get this going here. Like I said, the sauce is what takes a while, but it's worth making your own enchilada sauce. However you want to make it. Even if you want to do the quick and easy, down and dirty way, it's just some chicken bouillon and chili powder, you can do that. But I do want to taste mine, see where it's at. I may need to add some salt, but probably not because I put that chicken bouillon in with the vegetables. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So good. All right. Now, I want to do vegetables. I want to do more vegetables. Maybe I should, while this is hot, just maybe grow more onions or something in my pan here. I've got some chilies I gotta wipe out. Chili remnants and seeds. I think so. Should I do a vegetable layer, a bean layer, a vegetable layer, and a meat layer? I think that's what I'll do. The more veggies, the better. Like I said, this is going to be mainly for when I'm not in town. Chris can have a meal in one. Poor guy. He thought he took lasagna to work yesterday. And the next trivia is tomorrow night. And it will be on Seasons. And it will cover anything from classical music on up to modern day stuff. So, yeah. All right, I just got a can of corn I drained. And I'm going to add some olive oil in here a little bit. Just enough to cook some stuff. I think I'll do orange pepper. I got these Vidalia onions, and dang it, they're huge. This is a good year for onions this year. All right. I need a bigger cutting board for here. I love enchilada leftovers. They do, and these freeze very well. So again, when I just want a break from cooking, I've got it. So that's another reason I don't mind taking this kind of time to make the sauce homemade, is because you're gonna get a lot of food out of this. There are only 2 of us. But even a family of 4, you should have like 2 meals per person off of this dish. So when you consider that, this effort is number one, it's worth it because you don't have all those additives and crap in your food, and it's just move this out of the way for a bit. Just better for you. I have not added any salt other than what I put in there, and also the cheese is going to be really salty. So maybe I should have cubed these instead. Oh well. Kind of hard to go back now. It's falling apart. So I'll get just throwing vegetables. That's what I do. All right. Turn some heat on here. It's a minimal amount of seeds. This will make it a lot more colorful too. I have red pepper, yellow, and I have green out in the garden, but I'm just going to do this. I probably use the guajillo chilies more than any of the other dried chilies. They're my favorite. I like adding extra vegetables to any meal that I can, or it's really not going to impact the flavor. Last time we made lasagna, I added carrot, I added, because I had carrot I needed to use anyway, so why not? Now, a lot of my YouTube friends have dehydrators. So I've kind of been interested in dehydrator, but if I get a dehydrator, I got to get rid of something else. So I could shove it somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know that I want to do that. I get my silicone stuff. I try not to clang too much when I cook. A potato sounds good. I almost did a potato in the microwave the other day. I don't know why, I was just kind of craving it. I love potatoes. Like I said to Kimber, the beauty of this meal is I'm going to have a lot to freeze. Even with Chris taking some home. I mean, just for lunch tomorrow. I like to burn my corn a little bit too, so I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. One of my favorite dishes is with corn is corn, jalapeno, bacon, and onion. Oh my gosh, it's so darn good. I'll make two cans of refried beans. I'm just going to use the same pan. Do a little shuffle. This smells good already. Dang. So there's why you strain the chilies out. It leaves some fiber and stuff. Oh, we got a ton of there must have been 50 crows over here yesterday, but we got more than they did, I think, yesterday. I've got to freeze those. So, and then we got some more of those ground cherries that we really like. I'm gonna turn this up. I want more heat there. It's starting to release. Starting to release moisture. And then here I have bacon grease, so I'm going to add some of that. And I'm going to cheat on that. I'm not going to cut up another onion. There's enough onion in this dish already. Usually I'll put a little onion in my, probably put some onion powder and garlic powder. Just flavor it. There's Chris. I'm just going to add a spoon of bacon grease. Hey, you're listening to me. Yep. Good. You can, when you get settled, you can turn that off so there's no echo. Okay. If you want, when you change, could you grate some cheese for me?
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. I hurt in my MRI today.
Yeah, they put the squeeze on you there.
Yeah, they had me squozen in. My lower arm was shaking, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, what if my breathing sets them off, and they got to start over again. And I thought they had open MRI, and it's better than some. But I can get claustrophobic, so I was like, oh, I can get claustrophobic. I thought I was doing like the big donut. She's like, no, that's the what is it? The CT scan, and I just had a CT scan. So she's like, no, this is pretty tight. And I'm like, don't tell me that. She's like, well, you'll see when you go in. I'm like, no, I'm not opening my eyes. No way, no Jose. All right, and I'm also not going to, need to do these beans, though. Need to drain them. Oh, gosh. I have bean juice everywhere now. I said, I'm just trying to add some extra nutrition in here. Peppers are good for your eyes. Beans are good for your eyes. Whole grains. Vegetable oil, like that's on the list. Not safflower oil, not this oil or that oil. No, they said specifically vegetable oil. And I have to take some eye vitamins, and that prevents me from taking regular vitamins because I don't want to overdose. If I added my regular vitamin, they said, well, they said I could add my regular vitamin, but if I do, then I can only take one dose of the eye vitamin. Even though I try to eat my vegetables, eat my eye vitamins, they said, I can't take both as you should, but I'd rather have my sight than, I don't know, those extra vitamins, I guess. And we're getting some color on here now. That's what I'm talking about. I think that'll retain enough heat. I'm going to go over and drain these real quick. Yeah, she was prepared. She could have stopped. She could have stopped at any time. I would not have missed a thing. Oh my gosh. I was checking, my nephew called me before I went in, and he was saying too that he was okay. He can get claustrophobic, but because it was, he had some opening, he was okay. That he also, like me now, has a fear of heights. And he said it's crazy because he's in California, so he has some massive mountains, and he used to climb those mountains and jump around rocks and stuff, like a billy goat. He said there's no way he would do that now. But I don't know, there's a place he told me about that he went to, and I want him to take me there when I go up. It's up by Donner's Pass, which we've been like past Donner's Pass to go to Tahoe, but never stopped in Donner's Pass. Oh, shoot, I burnt my grease here. All right, start over. Woo, it's smoky.
You put on the exhaust, or is that going to block the noise?
It'll mess up the noise. It'll be noisy on the channel.
Oh.
I think I can't use that pan though. That's all right. I've got stuff going here. I may just use that Dutch oven anyway.
So this grater or the little one?
The big grater.
Okay.
Can you grab that Dutch oven under there for me?
Yeah.
All right. So my corn and peppers and onion have some color to them now. Oh, it looks so good. No, the smaller one. I'm going to use the hand blender anyway, I think, just because it'll be easier on me.
Right here?
Yeah.
Do you need
Instead
the
of
lid or
hand
no?
masher. No, no lid. I'm good. I was hoping to have dinner done by the time you got home, but once it's together, all I have to do really is the beans and assemble.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I need more grease because I've loved it. Might could just cut up the turkey too because that'll help me. And my shoulder's just killing me. That did me in. Did me in for the day. I'm trying to get in the habit of not buying canned beans. and making a big pots of beans at a time.
Is the cheese short?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, we're starting over since I burnt that oil up. I could really use another saucepan. And I keep saying I'm going to buy one. They always have some nice stainless steel pans at the thrift store. And then I forget to get them.
How many years have we had the ones we have? Like 30 years old?
Yeah, these pans are over 30 years old.
But they're still good. I mean,
They are. They are really good.
Definitely good to buy quality when it comes to saucepans.
I bet my ex is still using the same pans because I had this set when I was married to my previous husband. And yeah, he's probably still using them to this day. I had burnt, in fact, over there when I was married before, I burnt some carrots in one of these pans, and it was a thick burnt layer at the bottom. Oh my gosh. Can you believe it came out? And the pan was just like new. They withstand a lot. They don't make this brand anymore. They were a Swiss brand. Belgique. It was sold in Macy's sold them. I don't know who they're selling now as the replacement, but I'm just going to throw these beans in here. I'm going to throw some seasoning in here. Is that not sizzling? Throw some garlic and onion powder. And that's it. I'm going to keep it simple. Oh, I had an escaped pepper. Mrs. Hopkins, do you need, oh, yeah. My mother-in-law was getting rid of this pan. I love it. This is what I use for my eggs. And we absolutely love this pan. So, with the stainless steel, you just have to make sure that it's really hot. Then you add your oil, and then you add your food items, and then that way they don't stick. And also these black skillets, iron skillets are good. Your eggs, if you have a really well conditioned skillet, your eggs will not stick to a cast iron pan either. So I'm gonna blend this. I'm gonna put y'all on mute again real quick. All right, that's done. Just need to thin it out. Just a tad. spread easily. All right. This is all going in one layer by itself. All right. Here we have refried beans in an instant. I'll do these for dips and everything. I love them. Just a can. I don't care. Red beans, pinto beans, garbanzo beans. I like it all. All right. I'm going to start this process now. Oops. All right, so I'm just going to ladle some sauce in the casserole because otherwise it's going to stick. And then I'm going to put in, I don't fry these corn tortillas. You would never know it. I mean, it's for a casserole. So I got that first layer down. And then I'm going to put the beans on because the beans have more stability. You know, so when you go to cut it and plate it, I think it'll stand up a little bit better. And that was 2 cans of beans. This won't be an 18-pound enchilada casserole, though. We love leftovers. I think the food tastes so much better next day, next week, next month, whenever we get around to eating it. All right. Get some of this stuff out of the way here. Whoa, baby. All right. Chris did some cheese. Our local store had the Cabot's Seriously Sharp cheese on sale. It was so careful. Oh, man, don't do this. Put your food that way. All right. Now, we're going to cut some turkey here. You cut this turkey, please. I'll expedite things a little bit.
Okay.
And then once this goes in the oven, it really just needs to be heated through because everything is cooked already.
Let's see, what size slices?
Probably a bit like this. And then I could probably use more meat in this, but this is going to be, since we have the beans and the veggies, it's okay to just have a little bit of meat. So I'm spreading this beans out now. Once I get the second layer out, what I'll do is kind of spread it with my hands. It works a little better that way. All right. Try and get as much of the bean off as I can. All right. So that's good. Now go in with some cheese. Just like a lasagna. Oh, there's a chunk. I'm going to save that for me. Hey, Bopak, what's up? Putting metal in the microwave. It's fun, though. I know. You did that on one of your lives, didn't you, Bopak, or one of your videos? Didn't you do an experiment? You know, raw onion would be really good in here, but I only have those Vidalias, and I have enough onion. Like I said, I made homemade enchilada sauce, Bopak, with some guajillos, and then I roasted the tomatoes, garlic, onion, jalapeno.
So cutting these into cubes, basically?
Yeah,
Cutting this
sure.
one? Okay.
And then we're just doing turkey because, you know, I had some breast of turkey that I put in the freezer. I cooked it. Tenderloins, I guess it is. Because I can't find a darn whole turkey right now. So y'all be prepared. I don't know if they're holding out till Thanksgiving. But I have not been able to find the whole turkey in the stores. And I don't like it. Because I usually always have a whole turkey and a half ham that I've processed, cut up, and put in the freezer. But I am bereft of any of that right now. All right, try and get this over here. I'm putting some roasted corn, onion, and peppers in here. It's not authentic. It's gonna be like a one square meal, literally.
I got the meat cut. Is this good?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, good.
Holy cow! Like maybe you missed your calling.
No, when I cut meat or vegetables or anything, my only focus is not slicing my finger. Smell
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's mission one.
Yeah. So my only thing is, I wish I had some fresh cilantro. Just made an irresponsible antenna setup. Make some pretty crazy plasma when microwave. Oh, cool. Gotta have hobby. Absolutely. Gotta have hobbies. Yeah, you still have that old oscillator? I hadn't seen one since my days in electronics classes. Ugh. All right. All right, so there's a vegetable layer here. I've never done it with the pepper and onion and roasted corn. I usually just put plain corn. So this casserole is going to be extra special. Come in with some more Cabots. Seriously sharp. I bought 4 blocks of this stuff because it's good till when? Like next year? And it was buy one, get one free. And I love the seriously sharp cheddar. I really do. All right, more enchilada sauce going in. I was saying there's a really easy enchilada sauce, Bopak, that's just basically you take chili powder and you toast it a little bit and then just put chicken bouillon in there. It's good, but I think the fresh guajillos are way better. Am I going to have room? Maybe I should have put turkey on that layer. Because I'm a turkey But there's not a whole lot of the turkey. How beautifully Chris cut that up. It looked good on any buffet. Maybe I should have grinded it like Eddie Murphy, or who was it? Grinded it. James.
What is it like?
Rick James on Eddie Murphy's couch. He grinded it. Remember, he grinded his feet.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that because they were playing Super Freak on the way to the doctor's office, or on the way to the hospital. So, all right. So turkey. Would have laid better shredded, but that's okay. Chunky works too. I see a hair on my shirt. Well, see, I told the gift shop ladies at the hospital about the trivia. We'll see if anybody shows up from the hospital gift shop. They were sweet. I'll show you what I got. They had a 40% off sale on some stuff. You know, I'm always battling the crows. So they have these flying butterfly spinners. And I thought they were only like $6. They're probably way cheaper on here, I'll show them in a minute. They're probably way cheaper on Amazon. But since we had about 50 crows out here yesterday, I figure I'd give it a shot. I don't know. Am I going to put any cheese on the top? Probably not. I just want all this to stick together. Let me just put sauce on. Keep it saucy. Oh, that looks like it's going to turn out just perfect. As far as quantities. And then the last of the tortillas. I'm going to have to put this, we're going to need a cookie sheet, honey.
Okay.
You want to grab that? Because I don't want this overflowing. And one tortilla to spare.
The smaller one or the bigger one?
Biggest.
All right.
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. See, that looks way better than that canned sauce you would get at the from El Paso. But let me tell you, the canned sauces of enchilada sauce, they're not terrible if you're watching your sodium at all. I was actually surprised at how low in sodium they are. All right, so we have that. I'm going to stick that in the oven, and then we'll put the cheese on last. There you have it, pretty much. That's everything was basically from scratch except for the
tortillas, or?
Except for the tortillas. Yeah, I made the refried beans, cooked the turkey. So yeah, it doesn't have all that crappy fillers and stuff in it. And stuff that's going to be frozen. It doesn't need food preservatives in it and stuff. So yeah, now I think I'm trying to see how saucy it is. If it were super saucy, I would consider leaving it open. but it's not super saucy, and you can see that sauce is kind of being absorbed into the tortillas. So I think I'm just gonna tent some foil over it, and then I'll put the remainder of that block cheese on when it comes out. I do my casseroles like I do my deviled eggs. Stick some toothpicks in them. Maybe bunch this up a little bit, but and that'll keep the foil from getting all over it, kind of like with the deviled eggs and saran wrap. I know some people, they'll put parchment paper down and then the foil on top of it, but it's not necessary. Oh, we got a little hole. That's all right. Little hole never hurt anybody. All right, you want to do the honors and throw it in the oven? Huh?
I can do that.
And it'll go in the oven at 350 for half hour. We'll do a half hour. Start. All right. And then I only have a little bit of cheese left, but I'm not going to put any more in. Again, it's super salty, so I didn't have to put a lot of salt on the in the dish itself. These have a little bit of salt in them as well. What are they? They are 20. Well, they're not bad. 25 milligrams per 3 tortillas. So the tortillas are low in sodium. So I consider this a low sodium meal. It's one I've made when my dad had to watch his sodium. And yeah. Ooh, looks really dark out.
Yeah, it dimmed down just a little bit. Yeah, just in about 10, 20 minutes ago.
Wow. It was raining kind of heavy when I came back from the hospital, but it dried up real quick too. So now the cleanup. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. So yeah, again, I just roasted my vegetables in an iron pan. You can do them in a broiler too if you don't have a cast iron. And once those were done, I added like a spoon of the Knorr caldo tomate di pollo, tomato and chicken bouillon, a little bit of cumin, a couple small whole bay leaves, some Mexican oregano, all went into my sauce. And then, yeah, the roasted guajillo peppers we did in the pan. And that was about it. It was pretty easy. Oh, and I had that garden jalapeno that I left the seeds in. So it'll be interesting to see how hot that becomes. And not too bad. I did, I would have had, if I hadn't burned the bacon grease for the refried beans, I would have only used 2 saucepans and my cast iron skillet. So it wasn't too bad. But I had to break out that dang Dutch oven. So let's see. Trying to get all those peppers and stuff back in. Again, a review. These are anchos. We did not use the anchos. we did not use the pasilla peppers. And you could add an arbol chili if you'd like. We did not because I had those jalapeno and I don't know how hot that is. And these are the guajillos that we did use. So and this is what they look like out of the bag. They're pretty long. You want to get the seeds and membrane out. We toasted those a little bit on the skillet with the vegetables. So that was about it. We blended the veggies when they were done. And then we added the chilies once they were hydrated again in some hot water. And then we strained the chilies after we blended them really well. And that made our sauce basically. So pretty easy peasy. And like I said, I had the turkey cooked. You could use canned chicken meat if you want. You make it super easy, you know. Do the already shredded cheese if you like. There are faster ways of making it. Buying the can. I've bought the canned enchiladas and used it before. And I still do. Every now and then I'm just like, I don't feel like making this. And I should make this in super large batches when I do make it. Because I do have a big, I'll show you this. I can get it out. I have this giant cast iron platter, and it's good for toasting your vegetables as well. And it's also good for your tortillas. I have gotten addicted to tortilla land tortillas. They're raw tortilla and you have to cook them. So I cook those on the cast iron and they just make the best burritos like you would in a real taqueria. They don't fall apart. So you can kind of put as much sauce as you want on them and they're going to hold themselves. And if you go to like, you really want to pull on them, they're not going to tear. They probably sit in your gut, but I don't know. All right. So now let's check out this. There's Chris. Hey, Chris. Let's check out this thing that I got at the hospital gift shop. We'll see. We'll see if it keeps the crows away. All right.
The crows are going to be scared of a giant butterfly?
I hope so. Oh, so it goes the opposite way. All right. So it hangs like this. Okay, and so then the wings, in the wind, it will look like the wings are flying.
Oh. Crows are pretty clever. I think they'll suss that out, but we'll see.
You think they'll get used to it?
Oh yeah, I mean they're pretty bold. I mean when I walk out there,
well, they chased and attacked that one kid running down the street that time.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I figured for $7, and it looks pretty well made. Like nothing else. Hey, I'm gonna use this for my fishing lures.
Decorative.
It is decorative, and we have the pink one as well. That's cool. For $6, I'm not hating it. I thought it was pretty good. The poor lady had a hard time figuring out 40%. I did it faster than she did in my head. So, but she had a calculator. All I do is do 10%. It's 10 times 4. 10% times the 4. So 40% off. It makes it so much easier. Because we don't need that complicated math. We just need simple math. 10%. It was $12.99, so that's $1.30 times 4.
There you go.
5.30. Is that right? 5.30?
I believe so, but
Yes,
since I'm
it's
doing
fine.
somebody else's money here, so 1.3 times 4.
There's the, oh, I like this one.
Five-
This
520.
5.20
Yeah.
instead of 4.20. Oh yeah, I did say 5.20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired and sore. So yeah, I like this pink one a lot too. It has more tails on it. I wonder why. Heather had a single. They had one more there. I forget what color it was though. Maybe it was a dark purple instead of the pink. And I got stupid. I wiped my eye with a wet paper towel. I think I'll be okay. It's almost been what? Friday is my appointment. And that'll be a week and a day. That's the worst thing to me about cataract surgery was not being able to shower fully.
Yeah, you can't feel icky unless you get a really good shower.
I can't wait to wash my hair. Oh my gosh. But so yeah, almost kind of cleaned up. What you doing? Oh, did you see that? Did you see the video Hunter sent me?
Oh, I did not.
Oh man, you'll love it.
Oh, the Cedar Rapids thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So now I feel like I got to go back to Cedar Rapids and see some more.
Yeah, it's a nice Midwestern town. The first thing they said was, the reason why it's called Cedar Rapids, even though the river's really mellow, is because it's been, dammed and controlled to not be so rapid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But they still had those terrible floods in 2008.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. They said that really brought the community together was having that huge flood. It was pretty devastating. They and y'all will see once if I start editing all of our trip videos and stuff. We went to the Czech-Slovak Museum, and the Czech-Slovak Museum, it's a national museum, and it flooded badly. We only saw one item they were able to save from the floods and the building itself, and they moved the entire museum to higher ground. This is crazy. Talk about a feat of engineering, and they actually have footage of it. So when you go to the museum, you can see the moving of the entire museum. And they just crawl it forward a little bit, and then these bulldozers were in front leveling out the land as they moved, and well, they thought it was level.
Okay.
They planned for it to be level, but once they start moving it, right, and the weight and everything changes, then they're always like checking the level of it as it's being moved and having to readjust and come back in and move dirt. It was crazy moving that building.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah.
So
It's not one of the largest buildings ever moved. I mean,
second largest building ever moved, I think, maybe.
well, one of the largest in the U.S. I mean,
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. And well, you know what else is interesting about Cedar Rapids that was in that video? I don't know if you got to that part. But there are only 3 places in the world where the government building is on an island.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay. So they built
That big federal building with the flame on top.
yeah,
Yeah, that's on an island.
interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All those buildings that we saw there were on an island. Yeah.
The middle part of the river, I guess, Cedar River.
Yeah, we pretty much stayed on the west side of the river.
Mm-hmm. West Bank.
West Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, not hardly. But yeah. But I love Cedar Rapids. It was really cool. And they have a lot of strong sense of community. They have that one, it's like a garden, and then they have a restaurant. And the restaurant is an honor system. So if you're hungry and you need food, you can walk in and never pay.
Mm.
But they encourage people who can afford it to
Right.
pay what they feel,
Mm-hmm.
you know, is proper, and maybe a little more if they can. This is something like they tally up like by the year how much people have contributed towards meals.
Mm-hmm.
And it's far greater than what they end up giving away for free.
Wow.
It is crazy. And so they have this garden, it's called like Matthew 26.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I forget what the verse is,
I don't
but
know.
basically, you know, helping the downtrodden and the poor is what you're supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and so this is their kind of nonprofit. So they grow the vegetables. You can go and check out Matthew 26 and tour the grounds and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but they grow everything for the restaurants, and I think they do seeds, and then they have a farmer's market and stuff like that
Yeah, that's crazy.
to help. So it's really a self-sustained nonprofit,
Mhm.
kind of,
Yeah.
you know, other than the donations from the food sales, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a
really interesting.
generous.
And it's really cool to know that you're in a really big city that, you know, if somebody's hungry, and that was the thing, like, we were saying, even Hunter said, he's like, I don't think I'd ever seen anyone homeless before. We saw one homeless person the whole time we were there, you know. So they do a really good job
Mhm.
in social services in Cedar Rapids. So they should be very proud of that. Oh boy. All right, I'm going to move this pot over there so I can at least clean up this side of the kitchen and see some oh yeah, I love parchment paper. And my friend Q and Q said Q, she's afraid to use it. She said she's afraid it'll burn. So, but it's great for those little packets. She likes doing those vegetable packets and stuff. She'll do them on the grill. But, you know, it's good for all that kind of stuff. And you can do those in the oven. It's good for fish, all that. And I also have those silicone things that are really nice too. Hey, Life with Misty, how have you been? Good to see you if you're still here. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Yeah, Mrs. Hopkins. You had those dust storms. It's about dust storm season again, isn't it? Hey, Angela, good to see you. A lot of people here have channels. Kimbers doesn't. Kimbers does, but she doesn't. Maybe I'd love to see more from you, Kimbers. See how nasty my hair looks? I had it in a French roll when I went to do the test. And she's like, you need to take that comb out. It has metal in it. And I'm like, really? It didn't. There is zero metal in my French comb. I don't know where she got that, but I really can't wait to wash. This is the hardest part. Angela, when you went through your eye thing, did you have to not wash your hair for like a week? They did that to me on the retina thing too. I need to wipe this off. And I think that was the worst of it for me, was the not being able to wash properly. I just don't feel clean if I'm, you know, you can't get any water around your eye and it's all goopy and nasty. So I try and get it clean as much as I can. But I hope I get a good review. And then tomorrow I should know how the MRI went today. Ugh.
That's all I understand about deodorants and around mammogram machine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that was the other thing. Like they didn't say I didn't have to wear deodorant for the MRI, but I didn't because I know because of the mammogram. I want to make sure it's really clear what's going on. Although, you know, sometimes they say sometimes we just have to go in there and do and look and see. Not everything shows up. And I'm like, great. When they do that, maybe they can have a little bursitis, I know. So maybe they can shave that down a little bit while they're there. So, and I was bad, I'll admit. You know, I'm supposed to be on light duty, but guess who was out doing a lot of stuff in the garden this weekend? It's just so hard. I kept telling Chris, see, Martha, didn't you? I kept telling Chris, how many times did I say, I'm going to watch a movie tonight? I'm going to watch a movie this afternoon. Mm-hmm. How many movies did I ever watch? Zero. I always found something to keep myself busy and doing other stuff.
Angel says, I don't perspire. I've never used deodorant. Isn't that weird? I would be so stinky.
Oh my gosh. You know, we were down in Little Five Points with my former roommate and this girl Doggy and Chris. We were down Little Five Points and there was a street preacher. There was this guy next to him though, too, and they asked me, and we hadn't walked very far, but it was summer, I'll say that. And this guy looks at me and he goes, what's up, sweaty chick? And that name stuck with me. My old roommate, Don, that did a video with me that time, he still calls me. When he calls me, he's like, what's up, sweaty chick? Because I do sweat. I think it's that, you know, that adrenal tumor that I have that kicks into overtime. So I think that's why I was shaking today, too. I don't know if it was the adrenaline of being in that stupid machine and my claustrophobia or what it was. But yeah, my body was not happy. And then I thought, well, maybe it's because I hadn't eaten all day. I only eat one meal a day usually. Because I'm on that, they put me on that Ozempic. And I think it's more potent than the, I was on tirzepatide till I had an allergic reaction. So then they put me on the Ozempic, but I will say the Ozempic has done a bang-up job of controlling my blood sugar. So, and that was the purpose. I'm going to see if I can go off, because I'm on 2 different medications. Actually 3, because I'm on a compound of metformin and another medication. And then they put me on tirzepatide and Ozempic. So, but yeah, they're doing a bang-up job. But you have to go off of those every time you have to have a surgery. You have to go off the shots and everything.
Angela says, I wish I could sweat. I guess if you can't sweat, you're getting hotter and hotter. I guess it would be unpleasant. So.
Yeah. So yeah, you probably can't tolerate the heat too much. Yeah, Angela, I just heard that they're gonna like redevelop Little Five Points. I'm so sad. I don't know how much of it, or I don't know if they're gonna leave the Vortex and the Star Bar and Seven Dia, is that it? And then the theater where they have all the concerts. I don't know if they'll be doing all that there or not. I I don't know what, but you know, Zesto's is closed down. I think the only Zesto's remaining, if it's even here, is the one at Lenox. Maybe the one at East Point. But the one at East Point was still going the last time I went by it. I've heard that there are some people that just don't sweat. But yeah, that is not the case here. Oh, that's my nephew. So what I'm going to do is, there's 6 more minutes on the casserole. I'm going to take a picture of it and I'll load it as the screenshot for this. But I need to talk to him. But I'll talk to y'all later. Sorry. Take care. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me while I cooked. So I do appreciate it. So y'all have a good one. Love y'all. Bye.